does the fact that men, we're talking about productivity, this whole thing of toxic masculinity, does it not affect productivity? That was the question.
Sure.
Yes. And I said, absolutely does. And I said, one of the reasons why it does that is because it's also a lack of motivation because of a lack of reward. What I did not say was that reward is the sole reason why people are motivated. And what I did not say was that motivation is the only thing that you need to be productive. Motivation can boost productivity. The question for you was that, does it make them less productive? And I say, yes, it does, because they lack motivation. And a big part of motivation is the affirmation of your value. When a woman says to you, wow, my husband, you're working hard. Look at us. Look at what we're doing in our family because of you. That motivates you to become even more productive.
Sure, I agree with you.
So that was the question that you were asking me. And that's what I was answering.
Yeah.
That because of a
what
lack...
becomes your reward there?
The reward is the gratification that you get from being told, wow, you're amazing. It might not even be money.
Okay. So you're saying a lot of men don't get that?
A lot of men don't get that. That is the number one complaint that most men is constant criticism.
Yeah.
Is a lack of appreciation for their hard work.
Yeah.
And it's a quick judgment for anything that they do wrong.
Okay, I have a question for both of you.
So, and for that reason, let me finish up.
Yeah.
And because of that, when you're constantly being criticized for your commitment and your hard work, even though it may not necessarily be yielding the results, it demotivates you, it discourages you. And then you become less productive because of that. And that is what is currently happening, where there is a lack of appreciation for each other's work. Whether it be, if, for example, a man decides to undermine a woman because of she's staying at home and raising the kids, she becomes demotivated to raise the kids. So the entire productivity in the home then gets what? It gets affected, because you have a man who's not being appreciated and who's demotivated, who's less productive.
Maybe they're saying he's toxic.
Because he's saying he's toxic.
Yeah.
And now he's having to control something that is naturally part of his value expression.
His bravado.
His bravado. You know what I mean? That whole energy is now, we're having to now control that because it's potentially dangerous. And who wants to be living around hurting people? I don't want to be viewed as somebody who can potentially hurt people. So then that makes me less productive. Because that one of the, if we're going to be very fair here, for us men, one of our biggest motivators is how our women view us in terms of productive elements. Intelligence.
Okay, me, I'm not married. So what happens? And it's a good question, ne? You know why I say so.
Yeah.
And I'm glad you said that, right? Why does a woman have to motivate you to do what you need to do anyway with your life?
Because it's part of...
Why do you need motivation to do what you need to do with your life anyway? Why should a woman you met, like now, I'm in my 30s, right? I'm not married. I meet a woman today. Ne? I meet someone. Now, all of a sudden, my whole motivation to prosper depends on this person. But this person was not there all my life. Why do I need to impress her?
Hold on a second. Let me rebuttal your point.
To keep her around.
Your point is it's not the only motivation. Witness.
No,
it's part of motivation. Let's go back. Guys, let's talk about listening skills. Okay. This is important in communication, because it's also part of what's happening here. Part of communication is that be careful of your narrative and whatever you feel strongly about in your narrative, because it's going to influence how you listen and what your mind latches on. Women are not
deliberate.
Yeah, but women are not the sole motivation for me as a man.
Yeah, but if they put you down to a point you don't work, didn't he say that?
I said that no.
Wait.
I said the lack of...
All right, let him
No, I didn't.
Don't be defensive. Let me tell you what you said. You said a lot of men feel unappreciated, isn't it? And then to the point where they end up not doing anything because they are put down. And my question is, if all your life you've been working and the woman was not there, why all of a sudden when you've met a woman, she's able to put you down for something you've been doing anyway? I'm just saying, I'm challenging that narrative, right? I'm challenging those words where you say a lot of men are put down because women say a couple of things, they're unappreciative. And I'm saying, I'm 30-something. I'm okay working right now. There's no one motivating me. Now I meet a beautiful woman, I marry her. Now my motivation to work depends on this person. Ganja.
No, it does not depend.
No, even the small words, whether it's partially or not.
Listen,
I want to understand that.
the reality is this: if I'm working with you and then we have a relationship, how you impact me. You're part of me. You as my friend right now, you're part of me.
Yeah.
What
But you work, whether I motivate you or not, you work, don't you?
And look, the thing about it is that, listen, your words matter because your words have power, because I've given you
If I
that
put
place.
you down.
I've given you that place in my heart because we trust each other, and trust is powerful. It's a powerful element of influence and persuasion in somebody's life.
So access, basically.
You have access to deeper parts of me that other men out there don't care. I couldn't care. I don't know them, but I know you. And if you say to me, you say some hurtful things to me, they're going to get to me because of who you are to me.
Now, if you say hateful things to me, they won't get to me. I'm going to cut you off.
But the thing is that, but why are you cutting me off?
Simple.
Why are you cutting me off?
But
Why are you
here's my
cutting me
point.
off?
Yeah, but wait. And
Why can't you say, listen, you're my friend, you said hurtful things to me, it doesn't affect me. Let's continue being friends. Why don't you say that?
No. Because you know why I'm cutting you off? Because I've been doing well without you anyway. That's the point I'm making.
My words got to you, they hurt you, that's why you decided to cut me off.
You acted.
Otherwise, it's like,
But the point I'm making, here's the point I'm making. I'm challenging the narrative that, right, anyone outside of you has got some effect to the point. It's because you allow it. You said it yourself. You said you've allowed me into a space, and I want to give her a chance and give coach, because you and I, we can talk until tomorrow. So I want to give them a chance.
Just to bring in a little bit of a woman touch there
Woman touch.
on that conversation, right?
Yes.
The minute you open up your heart and you let your guard down on someone, doesn't matter who that person is,
God.
right?
Yeah.
So you let your guard down and you expose yourself. In spiritual context, we say you are completely naked to that person, right? Now, when you're naked to this person, you do that because you trust them. You don't have to worry about what they do. Now, here's the thing. The person behind has a motive to harm you. Now that they have you here, what do? They harm you.
Yes.
That's what he means when he says,
They've got you at a place where-
absolutely. And you placed your trust, your guard down, everything, it's there. You don't stress about a whole lot of stuff when that person is around. Now, when they harm you, they affect how you live, how you decide, how you're motivated, how you move, everything you do. They affect it because of where you have placed them.
Yeah.
So that's why he says that they can change you. And where there's lack of motive, it goes both ways, by the way, women and
Men and
Both
women.
sides.
both sides. And in fact, not even just those type of relationships, even with family, mother and father,
And friendships.
in friendships, even with school. In fact, there's a scientific study that kids that perform higher, the teachers expect higher, they are motivated the more. That's why they perform the most.
Exactly.
But those that perform lower, they're not motivated. No one pays attention to them. We know you, 40% is your thing. You and 40% are best friends. So they don't motivate you, even though you know that you have a potential to perform. But because of the person who means the most to you doesn't expect much from you, you don't give much.